Hello everyone, this is Rig. Welcome to another episode on the trade relations of Indian subcontinent. And in this video, we will discuss about Indo-Roman trade relations from around 200 BC to around 300 CE. In this video, we will discuss the trade connections between India and that of the Roman Empire. So without doing any delay, let's get into details. Introduction to Indo Roman trade. How was the trade? What kind of commodities were there as trading items? The term Yavana initially referred to Greeks in the Indian text, later encompassing all foreigners from Western regions. So, the term Yavana, which has been referred to in the Indian text, was first for the Greek people alone, but later on it was the term used to indicate all kinds of foreigners from the Western regions. Ashoka's inscriptions. Yavanas appeared as people on the Maurya Empire's northwest frontiers. They appeared with the invasion of Alexander. So, after that, few of them stayed here and got mixed up with Indian culture. They were the people who were called Yavanas in the Ashokan inscriptions. Active between 200 BC and 300 CE, representing Westerners involved in trade. So, between 200 BC to 300 CE, all the people who were from the western part of the world at that point of time and who were involved in trade were called as Yavanas. Early Tamil literature frequently mentions Yavana ships on the Periyar River trading gold and wine. So, in the early Tamil literature, also we get Yavanas as gold traders and wine traders who used to have frequent movements in the Periyar River. Madurai weaver's poem describes the noise comparison between weavers of Madurai and workers loading merchandise into the Yavana ships at the night, highlighting the vibrant trade activity. So, there is a beautiful poem regarding the comparison of noise which occurred when the weavers used to weave some kind of textile and the Yavana who used to load their ships in the midnight. So there is a comparison of the sound, and thus we get an highlight or insight into the vibrant trade activity of the Yavanas in the time. Early Tamil literature and Yavana ships. How was the early Tamil literature and how were the Yavana ships? Periyar River, a key route for large Yavana ships frequently mentioned in Sangam poems, showcasing the importance of this river in trade. So, all the Yavana ships used to move to and fro into the Periyar River, and this was the key route for large Yavana ships who have been mentioned frequently in the Sangam poems. How was the description in the Sangam literature? Sangam literature provide detailed accounts of ships carrying cargoes of black pepper and other goods, emphasizing the richness of trade. So, one of the main items of trade was black pepper, and this was a mainly spice item which used to be traded during the time, and also along with this there were many other goods which emphasizes the richness of trade at that point of time. Major trade items included gold, wine, and black pepper, reflecting the high value of commodities exchange. So, what were the other items? They were mainly gold, wine, and along with different kind of spices, and thus we get a reflection into the high value commodities which were used for trade. Pattiropattu poems compares the noise made by Yavana ship loading and the Madurai weavers, illustrating the bustling trade environment. So this is a poem, as we have discussed in our last slide, that there was a comparison between Madurai weavers and the workers loading Yavana ships at midnight. As a central hub for loading and unloading merchandise, Madurai played a crucial role in facilitating Indo-Roman trade. So Madurai was the central hub for Indo-Roman trade because it was a place where loading and unloading of merchandise used to happen. Indo-Roman trade flourishment. How did the trade flourish and when did it flourish? 2nd century BC to 2nd century CE. This period marked a peak in trade relationship between India and the Roman Empire, fostering significant economic exchanges. So this was a period when there was significant economic exchanges between India and Roman Empire. India exported various goods including spices, textiles, and precious stones to the Mediterranean, highlighting rich resources. So, what were the items which used to go out of India into the Mediterranean? They were spices, textiles, and various precious stones. Silk trade. India played a crucial role in the Chinese silk trade, serving as a conduit for silk to the Roman market. So India served as a medium between the China and Roman Empire in the case of trading of silk. During Augustus' reign, which is around 27 BC to 14 CE, trade routes were adjusted to avoid Parthian controlled Silk Route, ensuring smoother trade flows. So, trade routes were adjusted to avoid the contact with Persian controlled Silk Route, and thus there was a smoother connection between India and the Roman markets. Parthian route traders preferred overland routes through India to bypass Central Asia turbulent conditions, emphasizing the strategic trade position. So, through the Parthian route, there was problem because there was no stable empire in Parthia at that point of time. So, both the Roman traders and Indian traders wanted to trade by bypassing the Parthian Empire. Roman Empire's sea route. How was the sea route of the Roman Empire? The Roman Empire relied heavily on Indian ports for trade, with sea routes playing a vital role in maintaining trade relations. So, the Roman Empire was heavily dependent on Indian ports for trade, and the sea routes were the most vital routes for maintaining trade relationship with India. Marcus Aurelius era. Trade saw a decline during 2nd century BC due to internal issues within the Roman Empire affecting trade stability. So during the era of Marcus Aurelius, there was a decline in trade relationship between India and Roman Empire, and that is because there were stability issues in the empire, and that affected the trade relationship with all foreign countries who used to deal with Roman Empire. Periplus of Erythraean Sea. List good exported from the Indian ports to the Roman Empire, providing valuable data on trade commodities and routes. This was a text in around 1st century AD by an unknown seller author who gave detailed accounts of Indian ports and geography of the Indian coastal line. And this text lists goods exported from the Indian ports to the Roman Empire. Vienna Papyrus. Vienna Papyrus is another important source discussing the trade relationship between India and the Roman Empire. And this details businesses transactions between Alexandria and Muchiri, highlighting the financial arrangements for acquiring luxury goods. So there were trade items of luxury goods exchanged between the Central Asian port of Alexandria and the South Indian port of Muchiri, and thus we get to understand that luxury items was one of the main commodity of trade. Key exports included nard, which is aromatic balsam, ivory, and textiles, demonstrating India's diverse trade offerings and the high demand for these goods. Now, Roman coins in India. Due to monetary exchange, various kinds of Roman coins have been found in the Indian subcontinent. Discovery of Roman coins across India indicates widespread Indo-Roman trade connections and influence of Roman currency. So, through the discovery of many Roman coins in the Indian subcontinent, we can understand that there was a very huge Roman influence in the trade connections of Indian subcontinent. 130 sites, major finds in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh underscore the prominence of these regions in ancient trade networks. So, 130 sites bearing Roman coins have been found in places like Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, and thus we get to understand that there was prominent trade relationships from these areas into the Roman Empire. Coin types dinari and aurei are the main types of Roman coins found in India, signifying the value of these coins in trade transactions. So, dinari and aurei are the main Roman denominations of Roman coins which has been found in India. Coimbatore concentration. High concentration of Roman finds in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu reflects the region's active trade involvement. So many Roman items have been found in the place of Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu, and that reflects the active involvement of the region in Indo-Roman trade. North India scarcity. Fewer Roman coins found in North India suggest regional variations in trade intensity and the influence of Kushanas on coin circulation. So, North Indian territories have very less Roman coins when compared to the South Indian territories, and from there we can understand that there was regional variation in trade relationship with the Roman Empire, and also we get to understand how the Kushan Empire used to control the coin circulation in the Indian subcontinent. Arikamedu excavations. So, Arikamedu is one of the most important port sites of ancient India, which provided various evidences of Indo Roman trade relationship. Recent excavations have revised understanding of Indo Roman trade, revealing significant findings and shedding light on the trade dynamics. So, this is a recent excavation which has totally given a new perspective in the understanding of Indo-Roman trade. Amphorae and terra sigillata, found in Urayur, Kanchipuram, and other southern sites, indicating extensive trade with the Mediterranean region. So, amphorae and terra sigillata have been found in the sites of Urayur, Kanchipuram, and many other significant South Indian sites, and that gives us an insight into the extensive trade relationship with the Roman Empire. Gujarat sites discovered in Dwarka, Pravas Ratan, and other sites in Gujarat showcase the spread of Roman trade in Western India. So, the most closest site to the north of India is the site in Gujarat, in specifically the site of Dwarka, Pravas Ratan, and other sites where we get further evidences of Roman trade. Terracotta objects glassware, and metal artifacts imitating Roman designs have been found across India, highlighting local adaptations and influences. So it was not only that Roman objects were found in India, like terracotta objects and glassware and metal artifacts, but also Indian objects imitating the Roman designs have been found, and thus we get an insight into the local adaptations and influences of Roman trade. Brahmapuri hoard, a large collection of Roman bronzes found in Maharashtra, including a Poseidon statue, underscores the extent of Roman trade. Now, trade decline and continuation. How did the trade decline, and if at all it continued, how much did it continue? Post Marcus Aurelius era saw a decline in Roman trade due to internal issues within the Roman Empire affecting trade dynamics. So, when Marcus Aurelius was the ruler of the Roman Empire, there was a decline in trade because there was no internal stability within the Roman Empire, and that affected the trade relationship with India. Despite the decline, sea routes remained vital for continued Indo-Roman trade, ensuring the flow of goods between the regions. So, despite there was decline, the sea routes remained prominent, and there was a continuation of Indo-Roman trade. Even if the intensity was less, there was continuation. So that ensured the flow of goods between the regions. Roman Empire's issues. Internal vicissitudes affected trade dynamics but did not halt it entirely, allowing for the persistence of some trade routes. So, there were internal issues within the Roman Empire that decreased the intensity of trade activities, but it did not halt entirely, and thus we get an understanding that there was a continued persistence of trade through some time, even after the decline of the intensity. Continued export of nard, balsam, ivory, and textiles to the Roman Empire indicates the ongoing demand for Indian goods. So, there was continued export of Indian items into the Roman markets, and thus there was an ongoing demand for Indian goods. Documentation in Periplus, Pliny, and Dio Chrysostom provides valuable insights into the continuity and challenges of Roman trade. So, few of the documentaries like Periplus and Pliny describe the challenges faced by the traders at the time. Indian ports and Roman Empire. How much significant was the Indian ports in the trade relationship with the Roman Empire? Important ports along the Periyar River and Muchiri were central to Indo-Roman trade, facilitating exchange of goods. So there were important ports along the Periyar River. Periyar River acted as the main path of Indo-Roman trade, and ports like Muchiri were very much central to Indo-Roman trade. Southern and Western Indian ports formed critical nodes in the trade network, highlighting their strategic importance. So the southern ports and the western ports in the Indian subcontinent formed the main base of Roman Empire's trade network. The traders diverted routes through India to avoid Parthian controlled areas, emphasizing India's role in global trade. So, to divert the Parthian controlled areas, the traders diverted routes through India, and that shows how important India was on the perspective of international trade. Key exports included black pepper, textiles, and other high value commodities highly sought after in the Roman markets. So all these items were very much valuable in the Roman markets. Trade facilitated cultural exchanges, influencing local practices, artifacts, and fostering cross cultural interactions. So, trade facilitated not only economic exchanges but also cultural exchanges while influencing local practices and society. Now, in the summary of Indo Roman trade, we will discuss an overview of the entire presentation. Peak trade period flourished between 2nd century BC and 2nd century CE, marking significant Indo-Roman interactions and economic exchanges. Major trade items included gold, wine, black pepper, and luxury goods, reflecting the high value of these commodities. Significant findings in Arikamedu, Brahmapuri, and other sites have revised the understanding of Indo-Roman trade dynamics. Documentation in Periplus and Vienna Papyrus provides detailed accounts of trade transactions and routes, offering valuable insights. Widespread discovery of Roman coins and artifacts in India reflects extensive trade connections and cultural exchanges, highlighting the depth of Indo-Roman relations. So that was all about Indo-Roman trade. Hope you have liked the video. In this channel, I make videos regarding ancient Indian history specifically in a very detailed manner, which will help you to crack all history related examinations. And also, if you are an interested person in Indian history, then you can go through the previous videos. Thank you so much for your love and support.